What's up guys, Perry from Rockville here, and today I'm going to show you how to set up your RVSS4AB speaker stand. So along with the speaker stand itself, you also get a bag so we can transport the stand from gig to gig. So to set up our stand, we're going to start with the legs for the stand. So to expand them, we're just going to loosen this knob here at the bottom. And after we've loosened the knob, we're able to push down on the base of the stand like so. So from here, we can expand or contract the legs as far as we want. So for today, we're gonna make them nice and wide here. And once we have the legs set up the way we want, we can tighten the knob to lock it in place. So now to adjust the height of this stand, we can start by loosening this knob on top. So after we've loosened it up, we can then use this button here, which is called the hydraulic air assist, to set the height of the stand. The first thing we're going to want to do is raise the height of the stand just one notch up, so that this way we have enough room to set the speaker onto the stand itself. From there, we can set the speaker onto the stand. And once the speaker is all set up to the stand, we can then use the air assist to do the rest of the heavy lifting as we set it to our desired height. The last thing we're going to want to do for that is to just tighten the knob to lock it in place. And remember, the stand could hold up to 154 pounds for any type of speaker. Now we also have the option to add 2 speakers onto one stand by using a double speaker mount like our very own DP mount here. You can take your DP mount here and start by loosening this knob here on the side. Then you're just going to line up the hole on the bottom of the mount to the pole on the top of your stand, slide it on in, and then you can tighten the knob on the side to secure the DP mount onto your stand. So once we've got the DP mount all set up to our stand, we can then mount our speakers. So after we've attached the DP mount onto the stand, we're then going to take 2 of our speakers and line up the pole socket on the bottom to the pole mounts on the top. If your speakers have this knob on the bottom, be sure to tighten that to secure it to the stand. And once we have both of our speakers set up to the stand, we can then use the air assist button to set our speakers to our desired height. Remember, the stand can hold up to 154 pounds for any pair of speakers. Another setup we can use with the stand is a lighting crossbar setup, so we can have multiple lights set up to our stand. So to demonstrate, I have my lighting crossbar here, which is the RCS52, and I'm just going to add it to my stand. So the first thing I'm going to want to do is loosen the knob here in the front. Then we're going to use the air assist button here to set it up just one notch, so that this way we have enough room to set up our crossbar to the stand. From here, we're going to take our crossbar and loosen the knob here on the side. Then we're going to line up the hole on the bottom of the crossbar to the pole on top of our stand, and then just slide it in. Then we're going to tighten the knob on the side of our crossbar to lock it in place to our stand. So because we didn't raise the height of the stand all the way up right away, we're actually at a good height right now to set up our lights to the bar. So let me quickly do that before we move on. So with the RCS52, I can actually use these included screws to set up my lights to the stand. But remember, if you're using a different crossbar that doesn't have these screws, you can always use lighting clamps to set the lights up to your bar. So now that we've got all of our lights set up to the bar, we can then use the air assist button on the stand to set it to the desired height. And lastly, we're going to tighten this knob on the front of the stand. Now for this setup, we used lights that were a bit on the lighter side, but remember, you can always mix and match different lights that vary in size and have the total weight be supported by the stand, which can hold up to 154 pounds. So once you're all set to break down your stand, you can start by loosening the knob on top. Push the top of the stand all the way down so it's fully contracted. And then just tighten the top knob back up. And then to contract the legs, we're going to loosen the knob on the bottom. Pull up on the base of the stand to fully contract the legs. And then tighten the knob back up to secure it. So after you're all packed up and you're ready to transport your stand, you can open up the bag just like this. And once you open it up, you'll see we have these Velcro straps to keep the stand secure inside. So we can take our stand and place it inside of these straps like this. From here, we can wrap the Velcro around the top and the bottom of the stand and make it nice and tight. From here, we can make sure that the stand is nice and tucked inside. And after that, we can close up the bag. And now we're ready to take our stand to our next gig or event. So hopefully this showed you guys how easy it is to set up your RVSS4AB. But of course, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to our customer support team through phone or email. As always, I'm Perry from Rockville, and we'll see you.